Thank you for reaching out to us for help designing your dream space. In order for your designer to create your quote and custom design, we'll need some more information from you. We'll need a quick sketch of your space and some simple measurements of your walls and ceilings. Measuring a room for cabinets might seem complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. You'll need to gather a few small items before getting started. These include a pen or pencil, a tape measure, and a blank piece of paper. Now that you have all your supplies together, let's get started. Start by drawing a rough sketch of your floor plan, going clockwise from left to right. Draw your walls as if you were looking down on your kitchen from above, then number each wall on your template. Measure each wall from one side to the other and write down the total length in inches. Next, draw your window and door openings on the appropriate walls along with their corresponding measurements. To do so, measure the distance from the corner of the wall to the outside edge of the casing on the left side of the opening and mark this on your template. Next, measure the width of the opening from the outside of the trim on one side to the outside of the trim on the other side and mark this on your template. Then measure the wall space from the right side of the opening's trim to the end of the wall and mark this on your template. This will show your designer how close they can bring your cabinets to the opening. If the cabinet is going around a window or opening, you'll need to provide the height of the opening as well as the distance from the bottom of the trim to the floor and the top of the trim to the ceiling. Now we need to log the measurements for anything that might get in the way of the cabinets. This includes things like electrical outlets, light switches, gas lines, and plumbing. Always measure from the nearest corner or end of the wall to the edge of each fixture. You'll also need to include the location and width of your appliances. Measure from one side to the other for the width of each appliance. Then measure from the nearest corner to the edge of the appliance. Mark these on your template along with the corresponding measurements. Lastly, measure your ceiling height and any soffits. Keep in mind that most ceilings are not totally even. If you're planning to install cabinets that might reach all the way to the ceiling, we recommend measuring from floor to ceiling in a couple different spots and notating any differences in height. There you have it. Everything you need to know to start the design process off. Right once your designer receives your sketch and measurements, they'll get to work, and you'll receive a unique 3D rendering and personalized quote within 48 hours.